one of the 2016 Senior Queens.
Welcome back to Bowl TV for the 2016 USBC Senior Queens Stepladder Finals. Hopefully you were with us to see the end of the elimination round. Just craziness going on there. But our opening match, Paula Vidal of Sun City, California, the 2011 champion, taking on Karen Barkle from Albuquerque, New Mexico, the 4 seed. Nice shot by Paula to kick things off. One-game matches here. The winner of this match will go on to face Robin Flynn of Australia, the number 3 seed, number 2 seed, USBC Hall of Famer Tish Johnson from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And our number 1 seed, the 2-time defending champion, Robin Romeo from Newhall, California, USBC and PWBA Hall of Famer, looking to make it 3 in a row. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Emil Williams Jr. and Jason Thomas. Oh, goodness. Oh, that will take care some of the nerves. Have a smile on after that. Get that out of the way early. Welcome, Emil Williams Jr. to the Stepladder Finals of the 2016 USBC Senior Queens.
Good to be here, sir. Tough break already for Karen Barkle. I recall, I thought she left one of those in the elimination group stepladder portion earlier, but definitely right. Get that one out of the way early.
We are at the Orleans Bowling Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Big thanks to Mike Kaufman and his staff throughout the week for providing a top-notch atmosphere for these competitors. We had 70 of the top senior players from across the globe. That's right, we went international this year, competing for the top prize and coveted tiara. Nice shot, Karen Barkle. Definitely showing no early nerves here. 2 great shots to kick things off.
No, and I think, again, I'm not sure how many people know who Karen is, but she's got plenty of experience, has been around for quite some time, has bowled and represented the U.S. in international competition. So she has bowled very well. Her lone loss of the day is to the number 2 seed and Tish Johnson.
Shot was left off her hand and pays the ultimate penalty, the big 4. Paula will say probably wasn't expecting to make it to the Stepladder Finals after she had finished her elimination round match. Once again, the final 4 in the elimination bracket go for a 3-game series, with the low score being out.
Yeah, that was one of the best matches, or it wasn't. Yes, it was a match technically, but that was just one of the best bowling displays I've seen. Robin Flynn was spectacular. They come from behind win with 279 to earn the number 3 seed here in the stepladder. Of course, Robin Romeo holds the top spot, followed by Tish Johnson and Robin Flynn. The 5th seed, Paula Vidal here, and number 4 is Karen Barkle.
after missing a little bit inside, misses out in the third frame, leaves the 2-5. Paula was in the books at 6:23. Australia's Jeanette Baker had the opportunity to mark to go by her. Needed 8 on the fill ball, 7 would tie. She ended up leaving a washout 6 count to let Paula sneak into this final spot. So we'll see if Paula takes advantage of having second life here.
She has essentially ran the gauntlet. If she misses the spare there, takes the 5. But losing early on in the bracket portion, lost the first match of the day yesterday, and now finds herself here in the stepladder final. So she'll have to run the bracket gauntlet, and then of course now the stepladder gauntlet as well to come away with the title.
Multiple gauntlets. Dropped by Emil Williams Jr. How about that? Here's Barkle, third frame. Looking for an early double. Wow. Oh. 7-10. Well, after back-to-back opens from Paula, she's going to have a little help here from Karen. I'm able to bounce it back, take the 1, get the count. Just got to move on after that. There's you got to the 1-3. Obviously lost a little power down lane, but got to forget about it, move on.
Well, that's the name of the game. Certainly, it can be easier said than done, of course. Hopefully, Karen doesn't see too many of those. Saw a couple during her Tish Johnson, or during the Tish Johnson match earlier today.
We'll see how she rebounds in the 4th. 3-6.
Playing a little further left than we saw her earlier in the elimination group portion of the group final.
Yeah, Karen was on cruise control, just moving along in that final bracket. Earning the 4th seed with a 641 total. Currently up by 13 here in the opening match of the stepladder. So Paula back-to-back opens. We are back on the fresh, the 40-foot pattern we've used all week. All players had 10 minutes to practice beforehand. Along with our players in the first match, 2-8 comes in light for the 2nd consecutive shot. We've seen Paula use a variety of equipment throughout the week. We noted this one a little bit earlier as well. Seems like one we get to see her throw quite a bit, and 3rd open in a row.
Well, needless to say, off to a tough start. There's Paula. Perhaps the worst part of that is a couple makeable spares.
2011 champ stepping up in the 5th. Needs to get something going. Three, 6, 10, just not locating right now more than anything else.
I'm sure at this point, gonna relax and breathe. She will go to the plastic spare ball.
All right, spare in the 5th. Only down to 24 at this point, so considering 3 opens in a row there. Still within range for sure. Heard her yell carry, it did. Held line strike in the 5th. Big thanks to our gold industry partners, Columbia 300, Hammer, Kegel, and Storm, for their continued support of USBC events like the USBC Senior Queens. Don't forget about the USBC Queens, essentially the kids version, if you will. Going to be starting here at the Orleans on Saturday.
Oh.
Gets in the mix. Big double.
Well, that shot can go a long way. And based on the start, of course, that Paula has had. You get a nice break. You can turn that into 3 and perhaps 4. Karen looking pretty good. Paula. First things first, just throw a good shot, find the pocket.
Six frame, working on a spare. That's pretty good. Yeah. Shot like that will definitely boost the confidence. Down 34, but still half a game to go. Here's Paula in the 7th. That's got to get up. Doesn't get back. Washout.
Yeah, not quite sure what it is, Aaron. She just doesn't look comfortable so far, and I don't think that's allowing her to, of course, throw the best shots possible, of course, that we have seen her make, and obviously she knows she can make.
Should be a big cover.
Let's look good there.
Oh, sends the head pin around the 10.
He's probably saying a few words in the mental space after seeing the head pin go around the 10 like that.
Quick question in the chat room: will the Queens be streamed here on Bowl TV? It will actually be on Extra Frame. So be sure to check that out. We'll be here throughout all of qualifying and match play until the televised finals on the CBS Sports Network on Thursday, May 26th. 3 in a row. Karen Barkle making Albuquerque proud.
Appreciate all the viewership, of course. Sure to let folks know where you're watching from, who you're watching, maybe if you're rooting for someone in particular. Share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter. Shout out to John McLaughlin there. Hey, John, how you doing? Need some help there.
Didn't like it, but gotta be okay with that. Left something makeable. She is in the driver's seat. Just a matter of filling frames at this point. Most Paula can get to is a 182. Karen with the spare. 2-0 pace.
Well, we know we can never say it's over.
As we saw in the final elimination round match. Definitely don't tell that to Robin Flynn coming up in the next match.
Not at all. And I encourage folks to go back and watch the name of the event. It's Match Play Final Day, but you'll have to scroll through near the end of that broadcast. It was pretty long. We had action, of course, starting this morning at 9. But that's some spectacular bowling, and one you would definitely want to see. And you got to watch it from game 1, actually, to really see it unfold.
.172 now the max, so just a matter of count here for Karen Barkle to advance to face Robin Flynn, coming all the way from Australia. But you already mentioned it once, Stemil, and just the performance Paulo put on in the past 2 days after getting knocked to the elimination bracket. Just some gritty bowling to make it here, and she's going to finish strong. Definitely not the result she was hoping for, but quite a week.
She certainly had a fine tournament. She's bowled well the last few days. We saw her show some emotion, had her own clutch comebacks in particular matches as well to get to this point. So it's really been a great week for Paula. Of course, she'll be disappointed in this particular game, but sometimes the stepladder can go that way.
All right, so that's going to be enough. Karen Barkle officially advancing. She looks pretty comfortable up there, and definitely Definitely has a look to the pocket.
Yeah, she's got a very simple game. And, you know, when you bowl the first match, of course, the winner, I'd imagine, and, you know, I haven't bowled in a stepladder, not for anything major, certainly, but, you know, if you're in that 4 or 5 match, if you win the first game, you start to feel a little bit more comfortable, settle down. Of course, the nerves are more than likely gone, and you feel a little more at ease as you kind of begin to work the way up the ladder. So, you know, sometimes it's just about winning that first one to get that one under your belt and then proceeding on from there.
Definitely. And of course, she feeling comfortable about getting to the pocket here. Strike out to get to 215. Just a matter of final score now. Just a note here, coming from the 4-5 match and what we saw in the final elimination round, which had a little bit more traffic than what the players had been used to seeing in match play throughout the week, might have an advantage for Karen, having seen how 19 and 20 broke down. Obviously different lane, different kinds of traffic going down, practice in between each match. But just seeing that, since a lot of these competitors haven't seen that since qualifying with more people on a pair, just never know. That might be enough for her to sneak away with a few wins here and all of a sudden end up in the championship match. Final shot, game one. 202 for the win. Karen Barkle advancing to take on Robin Flynn. Of Australia in our next match. Once again, we'll have a very, very, very short intermission. A little bit of practice, and then we'll be right back at it for match number 2. So our final look at the 2011 Senior Queens champion. Always fun to get to see Paula throughout the week. Had a lot of fun this week as well. If you follow her on Facebook, was doing some cool things with Facebook Live. So definitely having some fun and always fun to watch her bowl. Great performance this week. She's finishing out like the champion that she is. There you go. Having a little fun with the crowd. One more strike and get her to 172.
Yeah, she was great. I had a chance to meet her formally for the first time this week, and certainly a great bowler, and had some good conversation with her as well.
All right, final score 202-169. Karen Barkle defeats Paula Vidal.
That concludes our first match. Congratulations to Karen, and we'll move on to face our number 3 seed. Let's give a big Senior Queens thank you to Paula Vidal for her accomplishments this week.
All right, folks, match number 1 in the books. Match number 2 coming up next here on Bowl TV. Thanks again for joining us throughout the week. We've had wire-to-wire coverage.
Short break for our incoming contestant. Robin Flynn gets her warm-up shots. As soon as she's done with those, we'll cycle the screens and pin centers and start with our next match.
So our tournament director, Greg Moore, letting everyone know that Robin will get a few shots here before it's time for match 2. But yes, we had wire-to-wire coverage of the 2016 event. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give these ladies a big hand as we head into our second match of the Stepladder Finals. All right, match number 2 just about to get underway. Karen Bargle defeated number 5 seed Paula Vidal 202 to 169. She now faces off against the 3 seed Robin Flynn of Australia. Bargle will lead off match number 2. Pretty good shot. Starts with the 10.
Should be a good match here. Both, of course, not only familiar with one another, but had some success, obviously, in the elimination bracket finale. We'll get to see Robin Flynn get an opening spare. Filling frames, of course, ever so important. A one-game match. Need every pin possible. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the 2016 USBC Senior Queens. We have reached the stepladder finals portion. This is game 2 or match 2. First look at Robin Flynn. So tomahawk to 10 to start.
That's something we saw quite a bit of on her way to the stepladder. Once again, that final game of the final elimination bracket round, a must to watch. She was down 60 plus to everyone else. Came back with 279 to jump all the way into the 3 seed. Bonus of the 3 seed, one less match to win. Lane choice here. Leaves the 610 in the second. And Emil, that's the, she just went straight back to the ball. We saw that that got her there, so why mess with something good?
She did, and she did not elect to start with anything as far as surface is concerned. She went to the ball, or starting with the ball that she finished with the 279 game. Probably feels at this point, no matter fresh or not, that ball will give her the better overall look. I think she probably is able to manipulate the back end a little bit for her specifically. She was throwing service in the group step ladder, or the elimination portion of that at the end, or at the beginning of that match, I should say. And then she made the change at the end of the second game and went on to shoot 279. Well, almost another 8 pin for Karen there. It was late to go.
It's kind of sad. I bet she wish she had that happen in the first frame again. It worked once, so once again, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Those are some quality shots out of the gates here. Match 2. Letting Robin Flynn know she may have her hands full this match.
Shot there from Robin Flynn, again representing Australia.
few of her teammates still rooting her on. There were at least 4 ladies from Australia being represented here at the 2016 Senior Queens. Also had bowlers from Mexico and Canada. And this is a lot of what we saw Robin do throughout the week when she was on or by our Bowl TV featured pairs. She just filled frames. Kind of let the laner, in this case the match, come to her. And then when she had the opportunities, she definitely jumped on them.
There's no doubt about it. She stayed in every match she was in. And if she was down early, she knew what to do to make the comeback possible. We saw her do it twice, and as that one gets away from her washout there, but she made the shots necessary and did what she had to do to make comebacks.
It definitely has less time here in just a 1-game match compared to the 3 we had earlier. So as we know, anything can happen in a 1-game match. Only able to get to 2, so early open. As a note, a little bit different from last year, looking ahead to our championship match. Whoever advances to face our top seed, Robin Romeo, will have to defeat her twice in order to claim the title, similar to what we saw at the 2015 USBC Senior Masters, where Amleto Monticelli defeated Pete Weber twice in a row in 1-game matches. So just a note, moving ahead, 4-pin in the 4th for Barkle. Once again, just kind of on cruise control here, making good shots, filling frames. Now has a 26-pin advantage heading into the 5th. The winner of this match will take on USBC and PWBA Hall of Famer Tish Johnson. Tish making her 5th consecutive stepladder appearance here at the Senior Queens, but still looking for that breakthrough win. So we'll get to see Tish after we find out who wins match 2. Just another day in the park, just throwing everything at the 7. Nice and easy.
Karen is just so cool. Just calm, comes right on back, stays in her lane, if you will. That's a good one.
The fans in the crowd dropping the oys.
That was a fantastic cheer right there.
Got to hear a lot of that at the World Bowling Senior Championships. They might get a little bit louder. She's able to throw another one here. Can she make it a double? Gets it.
That looks familiar.
See Barkle's response here. 6th frame looking for her second double. That's a little left. Just leaves the 3.
Back half of the game. This is, in this case, not a full match, not a full 3-game match, just 1 game, but this is Robin Flynn territory. Barkle certainly will make the spare.
No problem still. Still in the lead, but Robin Flynn does what we've seen Robin Flynn do. Business will pick up. This is the second match of the Stepladder Finals at the 2016 USBC Senior Queens. Coming to you live from the Orleans Bowling Center in Las Vegas. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Emil Williams Jr. and Jason Thomas. 2 more matches to go before we find out who's taking home the tiara in 2016. Another mixer on the left lane. Robin wasting no time to get up there. She knows what she wants to accomplish, and quickly gets up there. That's going to have a chance. 6-pin makes it to the guard, just starts leaning the wrong way.
Strike there would have cut it to 6. So take the spare though, of course.
Definitely wasting no time here, because it's crunch time. 8th frame.
Yeah, I like that approach though. She's just kind of staying within herself as well, bowling her own game and doing what she normally does. That one's got a hook, got a chance. Flat there, but 10 pins, so back-to-back 10 pins after the double for Flynn.
Emil Williams Jr. playing cruel jokes on a young Aaron Smith here, unplugging the power.
How you just gonna throw me out there like that though?
Because Matt did it to me before, so.
I didn't do it intentionally.
I don't think Matt did either, but.
This is during our setup. Pre-game.
Luckily, computers give you fair warning before they're about to go out, so
That's trouble.
some bonus excitement behind the cameras. but doesn't lose any count on the washout. But definitely don't want to be leaving yourself in that position here, especially this late in the game. Very makeable, but it's going to get two. All of a sudden, the advantage is just 4 pins. So Robin, big double after the open in the 4th. Had a washout of her own, so they essentially did the same thing, got the 2 and the 4 out of there.
Well, if she can put 10 back here, we'll go a long way. Could have been trouble there, but just a 3-pin. So now potentially with the spare, she'll max at 205.
So just like that, Robin Flynn will have a chance to step up and shut out. Strikes in the 9th, 10th, and 11th, and good count on the fill ball. But to get 3, you got to start at 1. According to most math books that I've read in my time. So we've seen her get to the pocket the last 4 frames. 2 10 pins last time up. Ninth frame. He's gonna have a chance to get up there. Mixes them. Two strikes and 5. Would get her to 206. That would be enough.
She really just continues to put herself in position to win. No matter where she is in a particular portion of a game or match. We have seen it throughout, and now another opportunity for Robin Flynn.
Another mixer. I think she wanted that one to get up the hill just a little bit. Little body English never hurt.
She showed plenty of emotion during the 279. It was much deserved. It was awesome to watch. She tripped to a cold-blooded 4-pin. Sent a messenger from I have no idea where.
Might have been lane 24. That's how fast it was coming in. That bad boy had some speed on it. All right, strike. And 5 to shut out. Cross a little bit left, crosses over. Whoa. Little luck never hurt anybody either. So still not over, still needs.
It's the right city to be in.
Right city to be in, absolutely. Still needs 5 pins. That's going to be 8. That's going to be enough. Robin Flynn. What will she do next?
She is, if not stolen this show, she's stealing it right now. Let me tell you that.
Great performance this week from Karen Barkle, making good folks of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Very proud with her performance here. Falls a little bit short in match number 2. Just that one frame ended up getting away from her, and Flynn caught the late 3-bagger. She's going on to face USBC and PWBA Hall of Famer Tish Johnson.
Yeah, really great tournament for Karen Barkle. And again, it's my first time seeing her bowl, and as many of these ladies, but I come away very impressed as well. I think for me, the most was just how she just went about her business. You know, you almost didn't know she was bowling in certain situations because she just did what she did and leaves another 8-pin on the right lane.
All right, bowling fans, congratulations to USBC Robin Flynn. Let's give a big send-off to our fourth place finisher, Karen Barkle. Now we'll take a short break while our incoming contestants get a couple of warm-up shots, and then we'll begin our next match featuring our number 2 seed, Tish Johnson and Robin Flynn.
All right, folks. Tish Johnson and Robin Romeo just getting a few shots here. Practice. We'll be back for the semifinal match of the 2016 USBC Senior Queens in just a moment, so don't go too far. Thanks for tuning in and joining us here. Probably had quite a run leading up to this point. And let's keep it going. We're having a good time here. I'm Aaron Smith, alongside Emil Williams Jr. and Jason Thomas, our man on the camera. Getting you those awesome action shots of our competitors here. Tournament Director Greg Moore. Making sure we're all set to go here.
Get a little FaceTime.
Hard-working man, deserves it.
All right, bowling fans, let's give both these ladies a big warm set up as we enter our semi-final match.
Tish Johnson, the higher seed, will have Robin Flynn kick things off on the left lane.
There's Tish, the lone lefty here in the step ladder. So important to watch how she will attack the lanes. And then specifically, of course, for Robin Flynn, can she keep the momentum going?
All right, sparing the first for Robin Flynn. So we'll get our first look here at Tish Johnson in the semifinals. The undeniable form from the left-handed legend. Comes in light, leaves the 3-5. All right, covers the spare, even through one. Tish was the #1 seed after 15 games of qualifying. Cruised through match play till she got to the match to determine the #1 and #2 seed. Losing to Robin Romeo 619 to 600. Delivers a strike in the second. So she'll have one more match to go. Then would have to win twice to deny Romeo a third consecutive Senior Queens title. First things first. Just got to get through Robin Flynn. Some razzing from her fellow Australian teammates there. I believe the speculation in the chat is true that she, her spare ball and her strike ball look pretty similar. So the excitement of bowling the Hall of Famer. I grabbed the wrong ball, but no harm, no foul. Spare in the first, strike in the second. Runs high, leaving 3-6.
Tish was the top seed after qualifying into the bracket match play. Big shot there, lost the seeding match versus Robin Romeo to determine the top seed specifically for the stepladder, which is how she earned here the number 2 seed.
All right, early double for Tish here. She's seen what Robin Flynn is capable of, especially in the late frames, and looking to get out to an early start, but 3.79 in the 4th. Takes the 2. Don't want to give away any count in that situation, or any additional count, I should say. Still plenty early in this match. That looks good. Wiggles is 10.
I think a shot there from Flynn. Time definitely got it where she wanted it. Wrap 10 this time to show 4. When you bowl against Tish Johnson, if she gives you any opportunity, you have to jump on it. Because she can come back and throw 4 or 5 in a row without issue.
Seemed like she averaged pretty much 220 to 225 all week out here, qualifying, burn, whatever she faced. So you almost got to expect to shoot that much to have a chance against Tish. After some early nerves in this match, it seems Robin Flynn has kind of settled in. 2 pretty good shots there in frames 4 and 5. She has a pair of spares to show for it as well, and has the line to the pocket, as well as a slight advantage. No surprise, Tish bouncing back well. Delivers all 10 back. Can actually retake the lead with a double here in the 6th. Great bounce back. Awesome shot. Hall of Fame caliber right there. 25-time PWBA titleist. What is Robin Flynn's response?
That's a good one. It was a good shot. she certainly hit the target where she was looking, where she wanted to. Started to make the move a little early as far as the down lane action.
That one definitely picked up a little bit more than what we've been seeing from her. I thought that was going to hold line too. Continuing to fill frames.
You got to stay clean. Shout out to all of the viewers watching. Oh, Ryan Reed, friend and teammate back in the day. Wow, that was a long time ago. Push ball, good shot.
Tish taking a look back to the Australian contingent. Gives a cheer for Robin. Tish always having fun up there. Before she gets on the approach, then it's all business. And business is good. 3 in a row for the Hall of Famer.
Well said.
Eighth frame, excuse me, looking to make it 4 in a row. Gets the late trip of the 7.
It's a look in the eyes of a very focused individual right there, Aaron.
Couldn't agree more. 2014 and 2015, a distant past. She wants a chance at Robin here in 2016. Felt that was a make or break shot there for this match. Working on a strike in the 7th. Needed to get a few strikes going. The way the last 4 shots have looked from Tish. Covers the spare once again, still clean in this match. But hasn't found a double. Can max out at 216.
Well, this is a must-have strike here. Wants to really stay in the game. We talked about it earlier, the early open from Tish. If she gives you any chance or opportunity, you got to be able to jump on it. She can throw 4 or 5 in a row, and she has done that.
Big trouble in the 9th. 3, 6, 7, 10. That might be all she wrote. Takes the 3. Robin can now max out at 161.
190.
Did I say 161?
It's been a long day.
I guess it's been a long day. Well, she has 161 in the 9th. That's technically true. Minus the part I said about the 10th. Tish can still max out 255 here, so well on her way.
Almost got to push a little bit.
No harm on that one. 2-4. Not happy with the shot, but no major harm. Spare here will will do it. Won't even have to shoe up in the 10th, but those are the rules. All right, there's a spare. Just need count here on the fill ball, and for the 3rd consecutive year, our title match, the USBC Senior Queens, will feature Tish Johnson and Robin Romeo. Your semifinal winner, Tish Johnson. Gonna try something different. She's hoping to have 2 more games left once again. Robin, as the #1 seed, new rule for this year, will have to be beat twice in a row.
Very key. That way, of course, make sure everyone is aware of that.
It's for similar to what we had at the 2015 Senior Masters. Amleta Monticelli had to defeat Pete Weber in back-to-back matches and did so. Trying something different. 222. The Robin Flint story will be told days after today.
Indeed. It's based on the chat room, I'm sure. Those in Australia, they've been watching. We'll go back and probably watch the earlier archive, but again, a great tournament for Robin. She gave us some thrills. Came back several times in different matches. And earned her way onto the Stepladder final and certainly bowled well. Congratulations to her on a great tournament.
Let's give a big Orleans thank you to Robin Flynn for everything she's accomplished. Right now, our #1 seed will take a warm-up shots, and then we will proceed with the next match.
If there ever was a made-for-TV final, this would be one of them for sure.
In order to be knocked out of the tournament.
Who would have thought if we told you at the beginning of the week, it'd be 3 consecutive years of Tish Johnson and Robin Romeo in the finals here. I'd say the sportsbook here would have that pretty good odds that it end up this way. Definitely a lot of talented competitors throughout the field, but it almost feels like this was meant to be.
It'll be historic either way. Robin Romeo looking to become the first to win 3 consecutive Senior Queens titles. She would also join Sandy Postma, the only players to win 3 Senior Queens titles. And then, of course, for Tish, having come in second the last 3 years, 2 of them, of course, to Robin Romeo. She is looking for her first victory in this event.
So Robin will get a few final warm-up shots. Then it's go time. Once again, a big thanks to everyone for tuning in to the 2016 USBC Senior Queens, coming to you live from the Orleans in Las Vegas, Nevada. Big thanks to Mike Kaufman and his staff. Always help us put on a top-notch event. And now, history's at hand. Either way it goes, it's going to be a great story out there. So be sure to share on your social media. Let them know you're watching. History in the making. Will Romeo win 3 in a row to match Postma for the most all time? Will Johnson get the one title that's eluded her in her historic career? That's coming up next here on Bowl TV. So we're going to get reset here, reset the scores as well. Then we'll be good to go. Couldn't see it on camera, but Robin, Tish, big hug before the match. They longtime friends, and of course, that's definitely a big part of it, but this title means a lot to both of them. So Robin, as the higher seed, will elect to have Tish start on the left lane. So championship match underway here on Bowl TV. Who's taking home the tiara? Good shot out of the gates. And able to get the 10 out. All right, spare out of the gates once again. This year's format a little bit different. Tish will have to win twice to take home the title. Here's our first look at Robin Romeo in the final match. Oh.
A lot of 8 pins.
Even the scoring unit here thought it was a strike, so swept it away. So we'll get it reset. Nearly had a pin slide across the deck and get it. We'll see if that's good luck. It worked for Karen Barkle in the opening match. Started the exact same way on the exact same lane. Turned that into a victory against Paula Vidal. If you believe in that kind of stuff.
Nonetheless, a good opening shot with a two-time defending champ.
Robin in the pocket after two spares to show for it. Here's Tish on 18 for the first time in the title tilt.
Another good shot there. A little high, of course, leaves the 6-pin.
All right, even through two. I think we're in for a treat here, Mr. Williams.
There's no question about it.
Both these players look like they know the route to the pocket. Now it's just a matter of getting them all to topple and executing. We got two of the best right here.
Well, a little high as well. Gets out of trouble. Just leaves the 7. Does Tish. Now we watched her, of course, in the previous match, the 10th frame, a field shot. Last couple of shots, try a different ball. Of course, at some point, if necessary. Wonder will we see that?
Much like in the last match, both of these competitors get up to the line quickly, know what they want to do up there. Ring 10 for Robin in the 3rd frame. All right, identical on the scoreboard through 3. Here's Romeo, 4th frame. We need to hustle. Leaves the 2-5. No problem, business as usual. Both of these players excellent scores or spare shooters.
Certainly, when you're at their level, they do not give away free pins.
Goodness. Tish has now left one of those light 10s on each lane. Started off the match with one of those on 17. Takes the 1 pin advantage.
All based on count at this point.
All based on count. We're 8 for 8 on the spare department though so far.
There's the ball change.
They got a strike. They got a strike. That's a great point though. Emil went, made that switch and dropped all 10.
Not completely sure. Of course, it was the same ball she tried during the second game, but one would have to think so. I guess Romeo's going to match here.
Oh, wow. A second stuff 8 on that lane. It's been a wacky, wacky day here at the Orleans. Fun. A little bit of wackiness involved.
I don't think we'd have it any other way.
This is what happens when Jason Thomas comes to town. No problem on the spare. Comes in light again on the left lane, leaves the 2-8 this time. She's certainly not far off from being right there, but still has yet to find that first strike.
develop into a very interesting game, specifically on the side of Rob and Romeo. Both having carry issues, of course, but Tish making a ball change, now going for a double. She saw all 10 go back. Robin has seen 2 8-pins on one lane.
Pair of 7s, pair of 10s, and a 6, along with the lone strike in the match so far for Tish Johnson.
Tish liked that one too.
Holds the 4-pin advantage as we head into frame number 7.
Tell you what, Aaron, if you had told us that through 6 frames in a match between Tish Johnson and Robin Romeo that there would be 1 strike,
I wouldn't believe it.
Heck no.
There it is. He's definitely found something on the left lane, all over the pocket on the right lane. No 8-pin on that shot, but left with the 10.
Really set up to be interesting because should Robin just continue to leave, in this case, single pins? Now Tish, granted, does have the lone 2 strikes, but they've been on one lane. So the game far from over at this point, but I mean, we are late in the game. This will be the 8th frame for Robin Romeo.
If there's any silver lining for her, she has the opportunity at another match if she is unable to get the win here. For Tish, just a little bit longer road for that first tiara. This is a ball change.
Change there. That one, of course, going to the Brooklyn side, crossing over. And that was kind of slightly the point a little bit, Aaron, just because she has that luxury, but you don't want to put it in the hands of, you don't want to take that chance.
Oh, never.
Of course. So, during the game, obviously she's trying to make adjustments, and I think she just decided she had to kind of take a chance there. See if she could get all 10 to go back, knowing, of course, that if Tish doubles, that may be all she needs.
That one had to hustle and just a 3-pin.
And really, it's still just the left lane where Tish has struck. So, of course, she will finish on the right lane, speaking of Tish Johnson.
Dead center on the spare. She's been thrown no doubters the last two on lane 17. If she throws one more, she cannot be shut out.
Yeah, this is the most important shot of the match. Of this particular game, for sure. The extra game is looming. She's got to have it here, I think.
Gonna have a chance. So let's get this straight, Mr. Williams. Robin Romeo has not thrown a strike yet here in the championship match. However, she can throw the next 3 in a row with the opportunity to shut out.
I'll tell you, you couldn't write that. This first game, the way this played out, you could not write that. The best producer in the world couldn't have come up with this.
Ninth frame, goes back to the ball she had been using, gets the first strike. Has a little fun with it, but you gotta think she knows exactly what that scoreboard's reading up there right now.
Just wow. I mean, what a game. A light swisher hit, I think, might be the key.
Tenth frame, a championship match. Can she make a double? Goes back to the ball she used. Holy cow.
Well, she didn't hit him light on that shot. That was
Did not. My goodness. All right, well, situation is here. Striking 7. She's a 3-time Senior Queens champion. Goes to the nose. Tish will now need a double. Assuming she gets at least 1 pin here. Gets them both. 198.
Just struck twice. Both on the left lane.
It's going to have a chance to get there. Oh. The third 10-pin of the match. And Robin Romeo Our first back-to-back-to-back champion matches Sandy Postma in the record books for most senior queens titles of all time.
Wow. Just wow.
Johnson strikes on the field ball, 195.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2016 USBC Senior Queens champion Robin Romeo. And good man for Chris Johnson. Give us just 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do the official trophy presentation right here on 17 and 18.
Yeah, every folks, 198, 195. Again, Robin Romeo for the first 3 time. I beg your pardon. 3 consecutive. The winner of the Senior Queens, Robin Romeo. You congratulate her. We certainly congratulate her. And you just got a feel for Tish Johnson. What a game bowled by both competitors. I mean, at this level, sometimes it's not always about strikes. It is about filling frames. That's what they had to do. It came down to the 10th frame. Robin had a chance to shut out Tish. She couldn't do it. Tish had a chance to win. Spare, or excuse me, left the 10 pin in the 10th frame. I'll tell you what, folks, I don't care what level of bowling you may like, but you got to give it up for these women here. The title may say senior on it. You can throw that out the window. These are bowlers. These are competitors. In some cases,
now, ladies and gentlemen,
Hall of Famers as well, of course, what you saw in our championship match.
2013 champion,
Boy, it lived up to the billing. You see Lucy Sandlin. Lucy won this event twice. 2007, 2013, placing the tiara. On Robin. Well, she can't place it on herself, right? Because she keeps winning it.
So Robin, take just a second. Doing something 3 times anytime is tough.
See if we can get you a little audio
Doing
here.
something 3 times
Greg
in
is
a row
talking
is
to
even harder. What was on your mind as you entered the match?
You know, all my matches today was just to make 1 shot at a time and make my adjustments. Don't like take too much time on deciding what to do. And you know, I tried to make a ball change, but that was the wrong thing to do. And I just tried to keep the ball in front of me and roll it off my hand. And I really, you know, this morning when I was getting dressed, I was thinking about winning again, and I thought you can't do that. You just have to take 1 match at a time, 1 game at a time, 1 ball at a time. That's what I did. So Tish is an unbelievable competitor, and my hat tips off to her because she's a great bowler. And I just want to thank USBC for for having the Senior Queens, and Mike Hoffman at the Orleans. We go back a long way when we bowled at Samstown, and they've been a great supporter of women's bowling. I'd like to thank Vice Inserts for having me on their staff, and I'd like to thank Store Products and Global 900 as well for all their support. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 USBC Senior Queens champion.
Folks, you heard from Robin. We get a quick picture, of course, holding the trophy and the tiara. One of the better events I have seen in person. We appreciate all of you for joining us and continuing to watch throughout the last few days. Tournament kicked off Tuesday. Just a few days, but 3 rounds of qualifying, one full day. Tuesday with 2 rounds. Wednesday morning, 3 rounds, the final round of qualifying, round 3. To the top 32 qualifiers. Some great matches throughout. Be sure to check out the archived replays, folks. A lot of great bowling, especially today. The group stepladder final and elimination bracket was spectacular. How about this championship match, this championship game? It had the look of going to the extra, if necessary, game if Tish Johnson had defeated Robin Romeo. We'll just go back and recap if you happen to be just joining us. A fairly even match, but Tish snagged the lead in the 3rd frame after the first non-9 count from Robin Romeo. Left a 2-5 spare to then the 4th, 8 spare. And she trailed throughout the match from that point on via count. Tish threw the first strike in the match for both competitors. In the 5th frame, that happened on the left lane. The 5th frame was great, and she struck in the 7th as well. And we thought at that point that would be enough for Tish to kind of get going a little bit, maybe get a double, turn it into a triple. Meanwhile, Robin Romeo, 8 spare, again, of course, in the 4th, 9 spare. She left another 8 pin. She left 2. Started the game off with an 8 pin. Left a 2-8 on a ball change. Or I beg your pardon, left a 2-8 in the 6th, 9 spare, and then tried something else. Left a 6-10 in the 8th frame. Went to a ball change just to try something. I imagine she felt at that point she had to do something. She could not get all 10 pins to fall, and she saw, at least on one lane, that Tish Johnson had an opportunity and saw all 10 pins go down. She struck in the 9th, got the mixer to fall in the right lane. First shot in the 10th on the left lane was 10 back. Had a chance to shut out Tish Johnson at that point with another strike. She needed 5. She went 8 spare and left a 6-10, and that opened the door for Tish Johnson to double in the 10th frame. Tish left a 10 pin, and Robin Romeo is your your champion for the 3rd consecutive year. Just an amazing, amazing performance. Again, we thank you, all of our viewers, for tuning in. Shout out to Jason Thomas. JT, of course, in town for the Queens, but got in early and provided us some great camera shots, as he does always. Really taking us down into the settee area of the competitors and getting an idea and a good look of their ball reaction, what the pins were doing or what they weren't doing in this particular match. But it is no doubt about it. Again, it's not always about strikes. They won't always come, but you saw a spare display by 2 great champions. The strikes counted. They came when they could. And in the end, it was Robin Romeo coming away with the 198 to 195 victory. Again, folks, I'd like to thank all involved here, the Orleans, Mike and the staff. I'd like to thank the tournament staff, Greg Moore, Kathy Watka, all of our women's championship staff members that came over throughout the week as well to assist, Chip Key, Robin Key, and several other individuals that were out and about, Kathy Praying. I'd like to thank, of course, the competitors themselves for allowing us to showcase their great talents. The viewers and the fans here, of course, as well. Fellow bowlers, but local fans have come out and stayed and stuck around and have been fantastic as well. Women's bowling, folks, is fantastic at every single level of our sport. And it certainly is only going to continue to get better. We've got a little extra work to do, of course, here. We'll have some great news for you coming up with some photos and such as well. So that'll do it for us here. For Aaron Smith, who was phenomenal, of course, as always. For Jason Thomas and everyone involved. Again, congratulations to Robin Romeo. My name is Emil Williams Jr. saying so long for now. Again, the Queens, folks, don't forget the USBC Queens kicks off Saturday. Check that out over on Bowl TV on Extra Frame. We'll be on Extra Frame for Queens Week, thanks to our partnership with the PBA. Good night, folks, and we'll see you soon.